Okay, so what we're going to start with here is just a simple kind of bump and run type chip shot or pitch shot. I'm going to show you first what I have set up here. We have some alignment sticks just to kind of keep your club head path square through the ball so you can kind of see if you're taking the club inside or outside, which will help you. What I have set up here is we have this ring. That's our landing area. We don't have to get it into the ring. It's just an idea of going, picking a spot where we know we want to land it and focusing on that 1 or 2 foot spot, which is very, very crucial for, trying to land the ball in a certain area. So the alignment stick up there is set up for, we want to try and at least land it past that point. So if we do miss it a little bit, we'll at least be almost on the green, or, at least we'll still get a decent shot out of it. So I'm going to demonstrate first. And what I like to do is different than most people. I like to open the club face. That's just me, because I like to kind of come across it slightly just to spin the ball. That's just me personally, but the idea still is the same. We still set up very square to our target. And the one thing about setup, which I know you have learned before with another instructor here at one point, is keeping everything in a line straight down, keeping your nose, your chest, your belt, and your hands all kind of down the same line as a reference point, and that gives you less kind of inconsistencies in your swings by having everything set up very square and straight down in front of you, which you've seen me practice that a little bit before, and you've seen some good results just from starting to do that. So I want you to continue to do that, which is great, and just basically use your instincts from there based on your fundamentals on doing these shots. So we're going to start with this. Flew it a little far, but at least I left myself a putt, to give myself a chance at saving the par, which is good. So now you come in, and I want you to do the same thing and just try to land the ball in our landing spot there. Good. Slightly short, but you still carried the stick, and you left yourself 4 feet for par, which is good. Now, I noticed you said you wanted to work on your pre-shot routine.
Yes.
So I noticed pretty much when you had the ball down, you kind of just right away went into the shot and just kind of got up and hit it. That's okay. It's good to not think a lot, but I think you should have some sort of at least a little bit pre-shot routine going into the shot, as far as, maybe stand behind it and take a look at it, maybe even make a couple practice swings right up next to the ball. Make your practice swings. You can do that. Make a couple. You can come back and look at it, and then use a trigger as far as whatever you want. And what I mean by trigger is you can tap your club on the ground, and so now you're ready to go into the shot. You'll see like Jordan Spieth, Jason Day, they all have their own little triggers when they go through their pre-shot routine. As far as Jason Day gets behind it and shuts his eyes, and by doing that, he's being able to see his shot, and then once he opens his eyes, he taps the club on the ground or whatever he does, and he goes into his shot, and now he's ready to go. So I think that's great. Let me see you do some sort of pre-shot routine. Like I said, let's do a couple practice swings, whatever you feel comfortable. You can choose, maybe make one practice swing, whatever, take a look behind the ball, and then have your own trigger to go into the shot. So let's start by doing that. Good. And by that, you're getting a good feel of what you're doing, and now you're being able to visualize your shot and where you want to land it. Perfect. Flew it right over the circle, and we made it. Way to go. So it seems like you don't need much practice. No, that was great. And you know what? You basically proved, that can help, and you made your shot. So you did great. You did a couple practice swings there, and I like how you were looking at the target. When you made your practice swings, you looked up and you looked at your target, made sure you knew where you're going, and then you took a look and see where you wanted to land it. You almost landed it exactly in the circle, but you still made it. So you visualized what you needed to see to be able to make that shot. So that's great.
Yeah, I think the routine will be helpful. I just need to practice so it gets to be normal.
Of course, yeah. So, and we'll talk about that too, as far as practice routines and what you want to do. Let me see, just hit a couple more. Even though you made one, you almost kind of want to end on that.
No, because that doesn't happen normally.
That's good. Very good. Don't make it again. Almost 2 in a row. Okay, do one more time. Go through your routine. That's okay. You hit one a little fat, but that's okay. But in all, doing that pre-shot routine gets your mind distracted on what you're trying to do, and you're able to think about the shot a little bit longer versus just stepping into it and going, okay, I just need to hit a chip shot, because you're not really essentially thinking about where you want to land it. You're just kind of going, okay, I want to hit this close, but you're not specifically focusing on a certain target. So by doing that routine, it kind of gets your mind going and saying, okay, what do I need to do to accomplish this shot, and picking that spot out, and now you can assess your shot fully. And that was great. That was awesome. Good job.
Thanks.
Awesome.